Alright, hello everyone. So, when we last left off, we had completed Spooky Swamp, which is over there. We also did Icy Peak, and during that, my microphone was not plugged in all the way, so you couldn't hear me at all. And I also completed Enchanted Tower, so going down the line, that brings us to Bamboo Terrace. So, let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Spyro, Rhinox have been harassing us all day. The workers haven't been able to harvest the bamboo needed for the whirligig to take you to Evening Lake. We've tried asking them to leave, but there's no reasoning with them.
Alright, so like Ling Ling says, these guys are in a predicament
Just
and...
wanted to pop in and say hi.
Oh, hi! How's it going? Yeah. But like Ling Ling here says, these guys are in a predicament and we're gonna help them out. How are you doing, by the way, Sprocket? Can you hear me, by the way?
Oh, I'm alright, just had therapy.
Oh, okay, that's good. Well, I hope that it went really well and everything.
Pushing that boulder was hard
You're
work.
clear as day.
But as soon as
Okay,
I caught
good.
my breath, I'll return to collecting bamboo.
I kind of think it's cute how some of these pandas have t-shirts and stuff like that. They kind of look like t-shirts I would have worn back whenever I was 15 or so. I'd probably still wear them now, too. And since we're over here, we're gonna rescue this egg. That's the name of this, the first shift supervisor at my job. He's not a crybaby, though. But I think he probably would be that color if he were a dragon. Yeah, I'm just chilling out. Oh yeah, they are. But yeah, I'm just chilling out, and I've got a Starbucks Frappuccino with me while I stream. I've always got to get my caffeine fix on work days. Those Rhinox there used to scare the crap out of me because they're pretty strong and they're pretty fast whenever they swing their umbrella. I'm still a little bit of a chicken like I was when I was a kid, but thankfully not as much. I can't believe how many eggs we've collected already, 65. I don't think we're actually missing any eggs from any of the previous levels or challenges either, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty great. It's just one of those store-bought Frappuccinos that you can get, but I like those. Because the nearest Starbucks to me is about 15 miles away, and since I'm only a permit holder, I obviously can't jump in my car and go buy one. I don't think I would go all that way, though, just for a coffee, though. I'd have to make a day out of doing some shopping or something. But yeah, it's a mocha frappuccino. I usually used to drink sodas a lot, but I figured I'd switch it up lately with some frappuccinos instead. I still love soda too, of course, but sometimes the frappuccino is easier on my stomach. 'Cause that carbonation's pretty harsh sometimes. I don't know about if it bothers you or not. I always used to like this little waterfall area, but I'm pretty sure that I've accidentally swam over the edge before, which isn't so fun. I kind of hate that whenever you flame the Rhinox now that they don't go skyrocketing off like a rocket or whatever because of their fireworks pack. But I guess it still gets the job done. Or maybe you have to light their back specifically, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go all the way over to this bridge just to make sure there's no gems, which was a waste of time. My bad.
Oh, the emergency escape bridge. Why didn't
I
think
drink
of it
too much
sooner?
sodas at
I shall
work.
activate it right away.
They're good though. What's your favorite soda?
We would be honored if you would accept this as a token of our appreciation.
Usually in my fridge I have Coke products. I like the original Coca-Cola, and I'm really crazy about the vanilla Coca-Cola. And I really love the cherry one too. And I also like sodas like Dr. Pepper too. Okay, and as you can see right here, we cannot completely do this level just yet because we haven't rescued this guy here.
Canadian ginger ale.
Oh. It seems pretty tasty. Is there a certain brand maybe that we don't have in the States? Honestly, where I live in my state, we've got this... Well, we've got two special sodas that they don't really have outside of the South. They're called Cheerwine and Sundrop, respectively. And I really like Cheerwine a lot. And I remember whenever I first moved to the South when I was 12 or so, they used to have these weird news articles or whatever, and they would say, does Cheerwine have alcohol? And I'm like, you guys are so dumb. Obviously it doesn't, or it would specify that it does. But it's pretty good. It does dye your tongue really bright red though, which is something that's kind of annoying. But, you know, you can't win them all, I guess. Whoops, I accidentally overshot wherever that bottle was. I forgot that it's by these pandas right here. They put that one really close.
IHSD Crystal Pepsi recently, which was good. I once drank an entire 2 liter of cherry cider and ate a jar of Nutella listening to Harry Potter.
That sounds pretty great, actually. I'd probably get a bellyache, though. I've never had Crystal Pepsi, though, but I'm sure it's pretty good. Man, you have to smash the bottle a ton of times before it breaks in this one.
I think you guys have Canada's dry ginger ale.
Yeah, that's a really popular brand here. In fact, it's actually my favorite of the brands, I would have to say. Well, no, I like Schweppes a lot. It seems like it's more wet, if that makes sense, maybe. It's been a long time since I've had any ginger ale, though. Whoops.
Please help us, Spyro. My friends are trying to go home after a long shift in the fields. Those rotten Rhinox keep knocking them down. Can you save the panda workers? Please hop aboard. Make sure to toast the Rhinox, but not my friends.
Alright, so this challenge might take me a few times. Sometimes I get it right away, sometimes I don't. A problem I have whenever I'm playing games is I'll kind of do inverted controls for some reason whenever I'm trying to aim something like this. I'm not really sure why. Probably because my sister and I played the Harry Potter PS1 games a lot. Yeah, it does, for sure. Oh my gosh, these pandas are so slow. Or, well, they're not all pandas, are they? Some of them are brown. I guess they could be red pandas. But yeah, my sister and I played the heck out of some Harry Potter PS1, and they kind of had some weird controls for whenever you were doing the mini games similar to this, and whenever you were flying in Quidditch. So I think part of that is a bit ingrained in me still. Oh my gosh. Oh. There we go. I actually raised my foot whenever I was trying to get that Rhinoc there. And that panda just jumped the heck over on the bridge. Ooh, that was close.
The shiny egg. It will bring you good luck.
Wait, was that dragon named Rusty, but it had a bow? I mean, that's cool and all. I was just surprised at the name plus the bow, but you know, that's cool. So, excuse me. I think we've basically gathered all the gems and the eggs that we can at this moment, so I'm gonna exit the level. My allergies are so annoying today.
Let's head on over to the whirligig.
Oh, I guess we already oh, well, duh, we completed everything. Except for the speedway. I'm gonna talk to these guys, though, before I go ahead and do the speedway. If they let me talk to them, there's no triangle above their head. Well, not his head, anyway. That's weird. See that?
Just up on, Spyro. The sky shall be your domain. New worlds await you.
He kind of sounds like someone in Beauty and the Beast, doesn't he?
All systems checked out A-OK. Jump aboard.
And I can't talk to this hipster dude. But I can talk to her.
You can use the whirligig
whirligig whenever you're ready.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird that you can't talk to these two because you can always talk to all of them before you board the device, but...
Spyro is so cute.
Yeah, I really like his reignited design a lot. They really did a good job. By the way, if you ever want to see any different mods or anything applied, just let me know. I tend to always use the small wings look for him because for some reason I've always thought it was really cute whenever dragons have really tiny wings for their body. I haven't really used any of the other ones in a long time though. They have Pride-themed sunglasses, but I think that's only for the Xbox. Alright, so as usual, I'm gonna go in order and do the time attack.
It's adorable.
I've always really liked the design of this speedway. I just love all the beautiful fall colors. Oops, well, I guess we're gonna run after them now. I usually try and fly after them since it's kind of easier to catch them without going past them, but we did pretty good. There's some random French-looking cows. Oh, looks like maybe I grazed that one already. And I'm not getting the stars just because, sometimes when you fly out of your way like that, it kind of hinders you more than it helps you, so I'm gonna just pray that I can flame this dude. There we go, that was really close. And we're not gonna retry that.
The game is very fluid.
I agree. It must have been so hard doing Spark's voice. I used to try and do it a lot when I was younger. So, we're gonna do the time attack again because Hunter has a challenge. And I really am just completely awful at this Hunter challenge, so if I have too much trouble with it, I might just revisit it just because it gets boring watching the same thing over and over, but here it is.
Spyro! You're not gonna believe this, but there are sheep saucers and space cows all over this place. We gotta stop them before they abduct somebody. I'm gonna strap on my jetpack and blast some space cows. Look out, cows! Here I come!
It's just really hard to aim for the UFOs and everything for some reason, even though you've got that giant target mark. The humans kind of look like Muppet characters in the Spyro universe, don't they? They just have a similar art style about them, which I did not blast him. Now this is where I usually have trouble. They always sound like they're belching whenever you hit them. Oh my gosh. I used to really hate this challenge. It's probably my least favorite Hunter Speedway challenge that there is. Yeah, it gets really crazy here because you've got them all over, and see, I accidentally missed that one.
Spyro! You're not gonna believe this. I'm gonna strap... Look out, cow!
I kind of think it's cute that they made the sheep kind of pink in
Yeah,
color.
now you mention it.
Yeah, see, I think it's the eyes or something. They're just exaggeratedly round. And maybe it's the shape of their mouth and how it kind of awkwardly goes with their face. You see that? Well, I guess their mouth didn't look too big, but... Oh my goodness. I hope my button noise isn't too loud. I've always tried to tap buttons really quiet when I'm playing games, but you know. Oh gosh.
Spyro! I'm gonna look out!
I guess maybe you have to watch the way Hunter turns his hand, too. But it's a little hard to see because the smoke kind of obscures it a little bit. Like I said, I'm pretty garbage at this Hunter challenge. Some of his challenges can be pretty tricky, though, surprisingly. I like how they made their hats actually jump off their head. That's pretty cute. Oh my goodness. Ah. Oh, and if you hear any weird gurgling or any other weird noises...
No, I can't hear it. Noise levels are great.
Okay. Yeah, but if you hear any weird gurgling noise, I'm doing some laundry right now, and for some reason... my sink always gurgles whenever my washer is draining. So, hopefully, sorry, I got distracted because I realized we were further along here. But, yeah, hopefully my washer behaves and doesn't go off balance. So if you hear any kind of crazy, loud noise, that's what that is. That's always my main prayer, is just let my washer behave. And we did it.
Last one, just before he abducted this egg.
Aww. So, I stink at this biplanes race. It's really hard for some reason, but I'm gonna do my best. I don't know why this one seemed the most difficult out of all the races. Oops. I guess the third speedway race is pretty tough too, where you have to race
Same here.
the multicolored bumblebees, but I always like that one a little more, maybe because multicolored bees is a little more cute, I guess, than pigs in planes, but I haven't seen any other racers, really, have you? I see that one, but I'm trying not to torch him so fast. And it looks like one is kind of on fire already a little bit. Yeah, it's that one, the 4th place one. And I'm not really sure why, because I don't think I grazed him or anything, but let's see if we can maybe get Oops caught up, which I don't think that worked, really. Well, I guess it did. But he's right on our butt, so we've gotta try and stay ahead. It just seems like these pigs are unreasonably fast. Cause see, you barely really notice them on the track whenever you're out here flying. Yeah, that was always one of my, well, not always. I only recently watched that movie, maybe around 2021, but I really like that film. I think that's definitely the coolest pig with a plane. I wonder if maybe they modeled this challenge after that movie, maybe. Alright, let's see. Hopefully that's... Ooh. Oh, man. We were doing pretty good, too, but... You hear them just squealing in distress? I'm gonna go up here and go for the projectile, which, man, this pig is hot on my butt. And that probably sounded a little wrong, I apologize. But, yeah. Let's see. Man, this number 3 one just does not want to give up his position. Which, I'm gonna need to do this again because Zoe is here. Darn.
Studio Ghibli is the best.
Yeah, I need to buy some more of their films for sure. I was buying them on Amazon Prime for a little bit. It's kind of fun to do movie nights with them, but holy cow, are those films so long. So you can really only watch a couple of them in a row, at least I only can. I've got a bad attention span with movies for some reason. I could binge a show for about 9 episodes or so, or even longer sometimes, but with movies, I get more fidgety for some reason whenever I'm watching them. Woo! Wow, Spyro really went up high there for a second. Kind of threw me off. Okay. Well, at least we seem to get up to speed a little bit faster in this run. And I'm gonna hope that this 3rd place pig doesn't give me too much trouble. You hear him angrily squealing at me? Whew, that was close.
MHM, me too.
It's too bad that, like in Mario, you can't spit things behind you, but that really wouldn't make sense because he's just a dragon. Well, I guess he could turn his head, but yeah. You see how feisty that 3rd place pig is, though. I'm just trying to cut some corners. It seems like it saves you a little more time. They all kind of have the same color plane too, so it's a little hard to determine which pig you're aiming for, because sometimes you'll accidentally run into, well, not accidentally, but you'll run into the pigs that you've already passed before sometimes, so it can be a little tricky to tell. And I've accidentally hit some of the wrong pigs before. I haven't seen the 1st place one at all. And we're on the final lap too, that bites.
Actually able to be on this time, LOL.
Oh, hello. How's it going, Tella? We're just raising some
Just got back
pigs.
from taking the kid to an appointment.
Oh, I hope that was alright, by the way.
Physical for new school.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the back-to-school crap can sure be a headache. It stank enough when I was a kid. I can't imagine actually playing the parent role during that. All the doctor records and all that. And registering for classes. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to back to school time because especially being first shift, you know, when you get off of work, there's all the people taking their kids to school, and then you got the school buses to contend with and things like that, and it's just a pain in the butt.
More paperwork on top of the paperwork I'm doing for the new house.
Oh man. Well, I hope you get to just chill out for a while. You can watch me suck at racing some pigs. Okay, we're a little far from that plane, but hopefully that slowed it down enough for me to catch up to it, but looks like not really. Man. And this one actually seems to get the star, but he kind of glitched out for a second there.
Wife told me to just relax for a day or two once we are moved. She forgets that doesn't he actually help me, lol.
Oh. Well, oh no. I was looking at chat and I missed the ring. That was terrible.
Sorry for killing you.
Oh, nah, that's cool. I should have known better. That's a lesson for driving too. Keep your eyes on the road. Or your mirrors. That's why I can't stand whenever I'm driving and the person I'm talking to doesn't verbally respond. I'm like, hello, I don't want to look over at you. I only want to look at the mirrors and out the windshield. My mom is so bad about that. She mostly responds with nods and everything. So I have to literally look over at her for a second and I'm just, that drives me crazy. I just like to keep my eyes on what I'm doing. I'm like that at my job, too. I also suck at multitasking, so that's probably a big factor.
Still have to remind the kid I can't look at stuff while I'm trying to drive.
I know. I don't think kids really get it, though. They're just like, what do you mean you don't have eyes in the back of your head, Dad? So, you just got here, Tella, so you haven't had to see all my attempts at this challenge, but Sprocket, how many more attempts do you want me to do for this challenge before I just put it on the back burner if I don't complete it? Because like I said, I can... I can always revisit it if I have to. I do see the first place plane, though. Ooh, that was close. I hear that third place one. He's crazy. Oh, yeah, it would be the third place one because I'm second place. I'm gonna go ahead and... Ah, crud. That just hit the side of the building, didn't it? Yeah, I don't have too much hope for this run. Because he's all the way over there, and here's the finish line. Man. And I guess that my washer behaved, because I didn't hear anything like the house was being broken down, so we're good. I think it's already on another rinse. Woohoo! I have so much anxiety about that, I don't know why. Ooh. I think another thing that's difficult about this course is the fact that there's so many different areas to fly through and over and around, so it kind of complicates it a little bit. You really have to be good at gliding and flying. I think I'm definitely better at gliding than full-on flying. I guess I do okay enough, but I'm definitely just better at the regular gliding. Most likely because the areas you glide to are just predetermined places. Ooh, I thought I got a projectile, but I didn't. Alright, so we're almost in second place. Hopefully I can catch up to that plane. Sometimes I'll be at this challenge for about half an hour or so, which is just a ridiculous amount of time. I'm not going to do that to you guys, because that would just be so boring, I think. At least for me it would if I was watching. That first place plane is just absolutely ahead, though. It sounds like it... Oh, it looks like it made contact with the barn instead. Man. Yeah, he's just easy to lose. I'm gonna try, after this time, 1 or 2 more times, and then I think I'm just gonna go ahead and head on to Evening Lake. Because after a while I get kind of tired of trying these races too, I admit. It's just weird, you'll see the first place plane and then you lose him. I don't know if it's the color of his plane or if he's just that fast. But how are you guys doing? Are you hanging in there today? I'm doing pretty alright today. I slept pretty good all weekend, so I'm pretty happy about that.
And I'm gonna have a friend over for games.
Oh, well that's
from
nice.
Having to drive almost half of Saturday and being at the in-laws Sunday with shitty AC.
Oh man. Horrible AC is the absolute worst too, especially in the summer. I'm sure it's hot even where you live. And the feels like temperature is always about 10 degrees higher than what the actual temperature is, and that is just unbearable. Oh man, that hit the barn.
8-9 ATM.
Yeah, I mean, I like the concept of summer, but the actual summer is honestly just the worst. Especially if where you live there's a lot of high humidity and everything like that.
It's rancid here and humid.
Ugh. Our humidity has been about 100%. So that's pretty awful. It always feels like you're breathing through a wet towel or something whenever you go outside, and your skin just always adapts this very sticky kind of texture on it, and it's just disgusting. I can't stand that.
It's so slimy at work.
Ugh. Yeah. I'm glad that it hasn't been as hot where I work as it usually is. I mean, it's still really awful and gross, but it's at least a little more tolerable. Man. Ah. That pig was cruising. I should have torched him a lot sooner. Okay. Yeah, at my work it's been about 81 degrees in there, which is, if you think about it, pretty, quote, cool for a factory, even though it's pretty miserable. But I use a cool gel pack whenever I'm on break, so that's cool. And I think that was going to be my last attempt for this challenge for the moment. Because I did that race quite a lot. Yeah, I hate sweating. I think that's the worst thing about being hot. Because it basically renders your shower useless, which really sucks, especially if you've just gotten out of the shower. For some reason, the game looked a little more dim, like it was going to suddenly rain inside the game. That was pretty interesting. I wonder if I can talk. See, now I can talk to this guy.
The whirligig is ready to take you far away. Just jump aboard.
And let's see if we can talk to this dude. Yeah, now we can. Wow. He really didn't have much to say. I think the whirligig was one of my favorite transportation devices in this game. It's just got a fun name, and I think the appearance is pretty fun.
You bumbling, idiotic, worthless fool! I asked you to carry out one simple task, and you fail me. I should have known better than to rely on a child. But don't worry about it. I'll deal with them now.
These eggs can't be worth all this trouble.
Without the dragons, the magic in this world will wither away. Without magic, I'll die. And so will your ever-slim chance of becoming a sorceress. Now, watch how a real sorceress dispatches her enemies.
Release me from this cage, you merciless miscreants!
How would you like some dragon
Ugh,
for
I
lunch?
have to Uber to work cause my road armor is so heavy and hot.
Oh, man.
Why, if I had my club, you'd all be in for...
Yeah, that sounds really terrible, by the way. But it's better to be comfortable, because heat stroke is pretty bad stuff, for sure.
My tactical instincts told me the sorceress would attack you here, so I flew in to help out. It seems my rocket launchers don't affect this creature, but I can assist you by dropping ammunition. Now get in there and fight the good fight.
This used to be the toughest boss fight, excuse me, in my opinion. It doesn't seem that bad in Reignited, but It can still be a little tricky sometimes, I guess. There we go. Oh. Ah. I kind of rolled off there for a minute. Oh, yikes. I was trying to get that. It's sometimes a little hard to see really where you're going. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Sometimes I get over eager, as you can tell.
Two of my coworkers, including me, have been sick from it.
Chicken. Oh, yikes. Well, that didn't matter, did it? Well, I'm glad that I got that chicken, and I guess I killed him too. That was pretty anticlimactic. I didn't realize I had diminished his health so much. I think... Oh, okay, that was weird. It was kind of glitched out for a second there. That was kind of funny. I think I'm gonna take a brief intermission here in a second. It shouldn't take me that long, a few minutes max, because it sounds like my washer stopped, so I'm gonna take care of that. But like I said, it should only take a few minutes, and then I'll be back into starting Evening Lakes here. Well, I'll let her talk first.
Listen to me, Dragon. Spyro, this is serious now. The sorceress is planning a trap for you, and if she catches you, believe me, you don't want to know what she's going to do. Look, I promise to take good care of the rest of the eggs. I mean it. Just take Hunter and go back home before... I can't say it. Just go.
I always felt so bad for Bianca at this point, by the way. This was whenever she really started to grow on me. She's actually one of my favorite characters, but while we ruminate on what she said, I'm gonna take an intermission and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, I got to go for a butt too.
Alright, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. So, here we are at Evening Lake. This is the third homeworld. And
My
I think...
browser crashed on me for a bit, lol.
Oh no, well thankfully I was just AFK until now, so... That... I guess it's good in a way that it didn't crash on you during a different part, but I'm still sorry that it happened, of course. I really like the design of this home world.
It's what I get for going back to Windows.
Oh, you're a Linux user, aren't you? Generally.
Yeah, ahead to which cause of work.
Oh, I see. I tried to switch to Linux, but I'm kind of a dum-dum with technology, so I just stuck to Windows.
Even though 99 of what I do is still Linux stuff.
Oh, I see. That's kind of weird that you had to switch then. I'm not gonna go up that area just yet, by the way, because I might as well do it before we actually are about to enter the world of that Yeti. This was always one of my favorite areas in here, just because it's kind of like a secret room.
There were a few things that I have to manage now that are a pain to run through Linux cause it's Windows specific stuff.
Oh man. Stooby. Yeah, I don't really envy your line of work. IT stuff seems like it can be a real headache sometimes. I'm sure it's rewarding in its own right, though. At least, if nothing else, the paycheck is probably pretty great. And we're gonna go right towards this whale's mouth here. Oops. Well, I didn't mean to... Whoa, what the heck? Well, I guess we got in there anyway.
In most cases, yes, but I work for a non-profit, so my pay is about 2030k under the act.
Oh no, I'm sorry about that, man. I was hoping you... is it stuck on that screen? What is going on here? What in the world? Alright. That was odd. Sorry, that was just really weird and distracting there. They glitched that well so bad. And unlike in the original, he will keep on swallowing you if you get too close to him. Which is something I would have loved as a kid, because for some reason I loved being able to go inside of that well. But for Okay, but for some reason when they implemented that, I was kind of disappointed. Because, I don't know, it just took out the mystery, I guess. Even though there wasn't really anything interesting to behold inside of the well except for the egg. Which is fun because it's a baby dragon and stuff, but still.
power-up can make you invincible, but only for a short while. Use it to get by these flame spitters. You'll find an egg when you get past them.
Alright, so like Zoe said, we are going to use this power-up to get past these flames here. And rescue Stuart. And I still wish that I could have that lava dragon form to use always, because that is definitely my favorite. And I accidentally creamed that frog, but I got a life out of it. So that's pretty cool. What is that heavenly light shining down from over there? Oh, I guess it's just a mixture of different effects. It kind of seemed a little different though, didn't it? And this room looks really cool. I love all the deep purples that they included in Evening Lake. Alright, so we're gonna go in here and rescue this little guy right here. Or is it a girl? It's a girl. Aw. Alright, so we've rescued all of the dragons. We haven't gotten all the gems though, and that's because we need to head over here and go up here. And this should be the last of them unless I miss some underwater. Hopefully not. I always miss gems underwater. Which it looks like I did, darn it. We're not gonna talk to Moneybags just this second. I want to get the rest of these gems first. I'm gonna check to see if maybe I missed some right through here. Oh, right here! How did I forget about these? Man. I'm really off my game, I guess. At least I got the ones on top of that little cliff thing over there, wherever it is. I can't believe I forgot those. Alright, so now we can talk to Moneybags and see what he has to say.
The sorceress has a real prize on her hands here. It took 24 Rhinox to capture this dim-witted furball, so you'd better believe he's not going to get out cheap. Where are you getting all this money, Spyro? It's not just lying around on the ground, is it? Is it? Ah, what do I care? It's mine now.
The first rejuvenating breath of freedom. With the humility of a wounded sparrow, I genuflect to my noble deliverer.
It was no big deal, dude.
Yes. After all, it was I who let you out.
Why, you brazenly avaricious, duplicitous, larcenous ursine!
Now hold on.
One more, perhaps?
At least.
Please do afford me the sublime honor of enjoying your visitation in the nearest future.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so as you can see, Bentley is quite the character. But he's definitely a good one, and I think he is one of my favorite introductions.
I will gladly help you on your quest, Spyro. But first, I must attend to my young sibling. I'm afraid he may have gotten himself into trouble during my absence.
Alright, one moment here. I'm a little distracted. Okay. So now we get to explore Bentley's homeworld.
It'd be really cool if you smashed that boulder. A swift smack should do the trick.
I remember everyone on the Spyro Amino was absolutely obsessed with Bartholomew. I'm not entirely sure why. I think they would probably really love his reignited design, but as you can see if you watch him, he does pick his nose, and it's kind of gross. I don't know if he's gonna do it while we're watching, but he picks his nose and it's kind of gross. So I wonder if his fangirls on the Spyro Amino had any thoughts to say about that. Yeah, see, he just did that over there. But it was kind of a weird phenomenon. Every time I would go on the Spyro Amino, I would always see some fan art related to Bartholomew. I used to think he was cool when I was a kid too. So maybe it's just a thing whenever you're a kid, you think that he's hot stuff for some reason. I don't really understand what everyone's fascination with him was, or is even. I haven't visited the Spyro Amino in a few years now, so I don't really know what it's like, but it was definitely a thing.
To deflect the snowball into the gong, I bet we can make the roof cave in.
Alright, so all you have to do is just kind of aimlessly swing your club. Oops. Like this. And it'll hit the gong. And it causes a convenient bridge. I really love the effect that the snow has. It does look like real crunchy snow in the moonlight. So I think that they did a pretty bang-up job with that. Is he gonna talk? Oh, okay.
It took me forever to train those seals to throw snowballs. Now they've gone and turned on me.
Sometimes it's a little hard to adjust your position, but we did alright there. I was always so upset that you had to attack the seals. I've always really enjoyed seals. And that little seal is cheeky. He'll go from one side to the other, but he didn't really get a chance to this time. And this Rhinox scared the crud out of me. But you can see him from afar a little better off now, so he's not as terrifying. That one, though, is psychotic, and he needs to chill out. He really did us in, though. Holy crap, he runs fast. Alright. So, as you can see, it just loops us back around to here. At least I can collect some fodder for Sparks along the way. Well, maybe even only that one rabbit. I don't really see any other fodder around here. But that's alright. Sparks will be fine for a while. I'm glad they made Bentley move a little faster than in the original.
Great! I bet we can cause an avalanche with this one.
He takes forever and a day to throw it. What a jerk. Go on then, you little pipsqueak. Gosh. Okay, so Bartholomew's rudeness aside, we're still gonna help him out because he's our little bro. And if you push it all the way off, you'll get a skill point as well as another life, which, of course, they go hand in hand together. And more lives are definitely always useful. And here's another moonwalking dragon. I think there's only 2 of the moonwalking dragons in this game. The other one was an Icy Peak, but I don't really know how many people actually watch me play that level because my audio was not working because I was a complete doofus and I had my microphone not plugged in all the way, so it wasn't getting output. And then after I did that level, I realized my blunder and I fixed it with much embarrassment. But I guess it happens to everyone. I'm sure even professional streamers have their goofs. So this tunnel is gonna loop us around to that other ledge that we saw whenever we were helping Bartholomew out with the gong. See? Right over here. And as you can see, there are plenty of the gems that are worth 10 in these levels. I really wish that we could see more of the gems worth 25. I think that their color is really gorgeous. There's really only a few of them per Spyro game, though, so that's a shame. But it makes collecting them more satisfying, I think. So as you can see, this level's pretty straightforward. I think it's the easiest of all the bonus characters worlds. And I guess since he's not talking to us, we're gonna go ahead and collect these gems right here. It's a little easier to collect when there's not a portal in your way. And there we go. And now we can talk to him. If he... Okay, there we go.
Here's a little something for your rock collection.
Yeah, see him? Just picking his nose constantly now. Alright, so since we've got the level complete, we can head on out of here. And that also means that we can revisit Bamboo Terrace and we can complete that level by doing the Bentley challenge inside of it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And while we're back in Midday Gardens, we can also try and do the Sparks world there if we'd like. I'm not really good at that Sparks level, so if it becomes too annoying or something like that, I can always go ahead and save that one for some other time. My sister used to do the Sparks levels whenever I would play. She was more of the brains of the operation. I was more of the controls. But she definitely fared better when it came to the Sparks challenges. So we would kind of just switch off the controller whenever those came around. I do like the final Sparks world, though. That's definitely my favorite. Oh, it's kind of interesting that all these characters are... Oh, well, they were still standing there. Oh well. Glitches aside, we're gonna go ahead and head on over to Bamboo Terrace. Alright. Alright, so obviously the easiest way to get over to this challenge is to just barrel on through this shortcut. Obviously try and avoid getting hit, which we did a bang-up job with. And now we can go ahead and do this challenge.
A fine day for a bit of a walk. I was just heading to the top of my favourite hill.
Hey, I think I saw some rhinocs run up to the top of that hill with an egg.
So, a pretty brief introduction was given to this by Bartholomew and Bentley himself. This challenge is pretty easy, however, it's a little difficult to dodge the attacks of the rhinocs with Bentley because, as you can see, Bentley's kind of a big, clumsy guy. So he's not always the most swift with dodging attacks, but he's got a lot of raw power. So usually it's not too much of an issue. As you go higher, though, it does get a little more difficult to dodge different attacks. As you can see, they roll down boulders, and there are TNT barrels as well that you have to dodge. So it gets kind of hairy, and you just gotta hope for the best, basically. And as you can see, this rhinoc is just running right for us, but we're doing pretty okay so far. This one will bounce, however. There we go. You just have to run in here. Unfortunately, we didn't dodge that attack. Like I said, these guys are crazy with their umbrellas. And I hear one just outside. He's waiting to smack us, I bet. Oh, we heard him from all the way over there? Alright. So I'm not going to worry about Spark's health like I usually do, because it just takes, what I think, so long to traverse this whole level again. And anyway, there is a bottle with a butterfly inside of it. Alright, so as you can see, there are the TNT barrels that I mentioned earlier. I'm just gonna barrel through and hope for the best, which I got flattened comically. And thankfully we can just hop up right here away from harm. I'm gonna take this guy out though. Alright. And I guess I might as well take out this rhinoc. Oops. Rhinoc before I get the egg. And this should be the last of the gems too. Yep, there we go. Brubeck. Alright, so we've got 100% complete. I'm just gonna exit the area via this menu, and then we can exit back to, where is it? Midday Gardens. Right from here. So that was a lot quicker and much less painful than it usually is. I wished I could do it completely unscathed, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. But it's not like it matters anyway. We didn't lose any lives or have a more difficult time than we should have. So it's all good.
Hi, Spyro. Hi, Sparks. I've located another lost egg. If Sparks is up to it, he can try to rescue it from Spider Town.
So Spider Town can be pretty insane. It's got these spiders that kind of look like turtles, and my sister and I fondly refer to them as Spurtles. And the Spurtles are pretty crazy. They shoot things at you, and it can just be a bit of a wild ride. I'm pretty clumsy at the controls for Sparks, but I do okay enough anyway. I forgot what those red butterflies are. I think they're for the missiles, maybe. Missiles, however you pronounce it. And we gotta go over here, I guess. Alright. Oh, man. See, I told you I stink at these. We also got the invincibility, and we got some more of the 300 bullets. I'm assuming we go right here. Yeah, okay. And we're still invincible, so that's pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, we can't attack these little Spurtle spiders just yet because we have to go over here and just hope that they don't get us too bad. Whew. Okay, and here's one of the big ones. Ooh, okay, sorry, I was pressing the wrong button. Thankfully, these guys don't really move, so you can just attack them. Okay, sorry, I thought that that was some kind of butterfly or something over there. Whoops! Over there. Dang. Okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out which one to go to. Alright, okay, whoops. Whew. And here's another one. As you can see, the switch is just behind that Spurtle spider. And they're waiting to get me. I'm gonna just go over here. I'm gonna try and run away from them, since I've got some pretty low health. But thankfully they won't attack us, and we got a butterfly as well. Those spiders actually look kind of creepy. Or they look creepier from this angle. Oh, yikes. And I keep on pressing the wrong button. I'm trying to do my special, but that's clearly not working. As you can see, I completely stink at the aim and everything. Ah, crud. Darn. Okay. So I died. I don't know where it's going to put us back to. Hopefully we don't have to do the entire level again. Man. I'm just not really as familiar with doing these. It's kind of weird that they make you get the gems again, but I guess it makes sense because obviously when you're playing as Spyro, Spyro is... Oh. Man, I shouldn't have eaten that butterfly. I didn't know that that was one of the health butterflies. Obviously, though, when you're playing as Spyro, you have Sparks to help you out with gathering the gems, but when you're playing as Sparks, obviously, you don't really have anyone but yourself. Ah, man. I'm trying to get these without, inciting the rage of the Horde here. Man. I can't really get it, though. Okay, aw, man. Well, I got it, but at a price. Okay, alright, we're somewhat getting somewhere. Like I said, if I am completely garbage at this, I apologize. I've only done this myself a few times. I'm gonna go right here and see if my luck is any better over here. Welcome back. I'm fighting some spider turtles, as you can see. Oh, yikes, I didn't realize that there were some of them down there waiting to ambush me. Ah, man. Okay, hang on. Ah, I knew I was gonna die. I think I died there last time, too. I'm really not very good at this part, so I apologize. I hope I don't have to keep on redoing it too many times. Okay, so it looks like it counted that stuff. Now I just need to barrel through, and there's some... oh, man. Some spiders right here. That one's stuck. Oh, man. God almighty. Okay, I'm just gonna keep on going through. I don't have any power-ups, so I'm having to do this the complicated way. Jesus. Okay. I kind of don't like playing as Sparks. It's kind of a pain, but... oh, gosh. Those power-ups don't really last, as you can see. You didn't miss too much. I backtracked a little bit because I freed the character Bentley and I did his homeworld. Okay, what's in... oh, okay, here's one of those Spurtle bosses, and he pukes babies. He will eventually kill his own babies, or I guess she, if there's babies. I just gotta wait for the spider to stop, see? So it's kind of easier to just let the boss kill the babies. Just to, aw, man, just to spare your health a little bit. As you can see, it got me.
This is in Spyro.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you get to do little challenges as Sparks the Dragonfly, because for certain areas, in order to get certain eggs, Sparks is the only one that can fit. Yeah. In a past stream, I've done one of these Sparks worlds. It was a crawdad, crayfish, whichever one you say, themed level. This one is spiders, or spurtles as my sister and I call them, because they look kind of like turtles too. My sister was the one to usually do these Sparks worlds. I kind of suck at all of them, but the fourth one. Why are they screaming? Well, I guess they're dying, so of course they're screaming, but it's a little ominous though, isn't it? That was close. Oh. I want to try and complete this because I'm so close to completing it. I wish that they included some butterflies. Ah, man. Because it's kind of hard to avoid the big one and the little one in this confined space. Or maybe I just suck too much. But I'm gonna try and do my best. Ooh, yikes. See? You try and avoid them, but you end up just getting hurt. And I'm kind of Leroy Jenkinsing it a little bit, just trying to attack even though I know I'm gonna get hurt. Just to save some time, because it's pretty wash, rinse, repeat here. And I'm a chicken, I'm trying to avoid all these enemies. Okay. Ah, man.
I called it face tanking, lol.
Ooh, yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. Hang on. I gotta check what that comment said in a second whenever I can, because I didn't understand what the computer lady said. Face something or other, I'd have to look at it. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Ooh, that was a stupid direction to go. Hang on. This is a really tedious boss fight, in my opinion. I really wish they included at least just one butterfly here. Because even when Spyro fights a boss, he gets some sheep and everything thrown in. Oh god. See, I get to face tanking. Okay, I got the minute to look over at the chat. Okay, so he spits twice before he starts rolling. If you guys get too bored, by the way, I can just stop this. I know it's a lot of the same junk over and over again. He should have killed a lot more of those by now. Ooh, yikes. Okay, that was kind of lucky, I guess. Ah. I think there's even 2 of these spider turtles you have to fight later on in the level. I can't remember though, or this might be the last one. I really can't remember. Come on, stop. Okay. I get really impatient with stuff like this. It just is taking so long, isn't it? Okay, alright, aw man. I got hit, but I hit him a little bit in the process. Man. I've never really liked the Sparks worlds too much. I think they're just kind of flat and boring, and sometimes they can be needlessly frustrating. Aw, oh, man, I knew they were gonna hit me, darn it. How are you, by the way, viewers, Telemont? Are you guys somewhat enjoying this, or...?
I find it funny we were talking about jury duty the other day. I just got a letter to show up for it.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately, it's 5 days after I moved.
Man. That sucks. Oh, God, and I died. Yeah, I think jury duty is a bunch of garbage. They always say, oh, it's your civic duty. Oh, you don't have to go? How come? They usually force you to, unless you're, like, dying or something. Or if you're old. I don't know if they're gonna accept that as an excuse, though. Because they're pretty particular about everything. You might want to email them about that. Because, let me tell you, they would probably expect you to go even if you were, like, half dead. They don't like to make a lot of exceptions for people, I notice. Which I think is hilarious because they'll...
They can't force you to go if you're not living in the county.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So you're moving to a different county, I guess? That's kind of lucky for you, then. I still think it's a bunch of garbage. And they always say it's because they want you to be more, I don't know, they want to get, I guess, people's different experiences.
Once why hen I was 1-9, haven't he had to since?
I've just never understood it. I mean, they could realistically hire people because even people within the same field that are trained to do something, they all have different experiences in life. You know, it's not like everyone's got a cookie cutter kind of life. You know what I mean? Because all IT people have had different experiences, and, you know, fast food workers and stuff like that. So I don't really understand the reasoning for, oh, it's so we can have people from different walks of life. Because even if jury duty was, well, juror was an actual position, I feel like...
They can't hire people. It would wind up leading to decisions being one-sided most of the time.
You think so? I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be as much of a problem as people make it out to be. Maybe it would. I don't really know. But you know, most of those people just want to go home. They don't really give a rat's crap about the case or whatever, because most of the time it's kind of the stereotypical type of cases that you would come to expect. Aw, oh, man, I died again. Darn it.
The last team I worked on was almost all white guys.
Oh, I see. I feel like they say they don't discriminate when they pick people. I kind of feel like they do, to be honest, because I swear that whenever they saw my appearance, they just disregarded me because of it. That was when I had really short hair.
The people who would get hired would be people the person hiring would like.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But I swear they judged me based on my appearance whenever they were trying to pick people to seat. Because they said, oh man, this chick's probably like some weird SJW dyke or something. Because I had really short hair that was kind of strangely styled. It looked like a cockatoo crest up at the top. I might have shown you the picture, I'm not sure. And I tried to dress my best, but it's not like I wore a nice little church dress type of thing. I didn't even wear a dress. I had some black and white kind of slack pants. Work boots. I do have some. But, I don't know. I just didn't really look like a beautiful, typical woman, I guess. And I feel like they just said, ugh, when they saw me, you know what I mean? Because I'd probably think if I was choosing that I was a SJW type of person, definitely like a Tumblr user, and no one really wants to deal with those types, so, you know. Man, this fight is taking forever, isn't it? I hope I beat it this time. I've got about an hour or so, maybe, before I'm going to wrap up this stream, and then I'm going to do a second part in a while. After an intermission for lunch and stuff like that. One moment. It takes forever for this little guy to stop. Aw, man, I think I hit the little ones more than I did the big one. You're not getting too bored of this fighting sequence, are you? I'm pretty bored of it, that's why I'm asking. I don't want anyone who's watching this to be really bored out of their mind.
I won't be in Philly anymore. I probably won't be able to use the I don't trust the cops to not have arrested this person based on skipping the rest.
Oh, I see.
While I listen, LOL.
Well, action-wise, you're not missing too much. It's just a lot of the same fight, basically. Escape from the big turtle. Mostly watch out for those little... I keep on calling them turtles. They're spiders. But, yeah. Man. Okay. I don't mean to be so quiet. It's just I'm trying to focus on... Aw, man. On not dying, but that clearly didn't work. Alright, let's try again. I guess only the small spiders scream. See, sometimes I can't really tell if I've hit the right spider or not. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to lead the little ones towards the big ones so that the big one can kind of run over them. Okay, we've hit the big one a little bit, and we're gonna try and narrowly avoid all of the little ones. It's kind of weird that one of the boss's attacks is just to barf out little versions of itself. I guess a lot of games have pretty weird bosses, though.
Like he will only shoot out more once the small ones are all dead. I would try to leave one of the small spiders.
Well, see, the problem is, though, that you need to, or I'm pretty sure anyway, hit his face, and the only time he shows his face is when he's barfing out some more. Well, I guess you can hit the rest of his body too, but I don't really know if you're able to whenever he's spinning like that. See how it kind of deflects off of him? So unfortunately, you do need to let him open up a little bit. Ah, yikes. Accidentally got hit there. I'm trying to do a better job at avoiding all the enemies this time.
Well, yeah, looks like he takes no damage. That's stupid.
Yeah, see, you have to really, really fire at him in order to make his bar go down. This fight just takes so long, and I'm just so over it already. I'm hoping that this is nearing the end of this level. Ah, man. And I stink at aiming too, because, you know, if you take too long, you're gonna get hit by one of them, and it's just not very good. And like I said, you always gotta be on the move because of all these little spiders and everything, so it's kind of frustrating. Because you definitely get a lot less hits than the boss, so... Ah, man. Well, I got him a little bit. See, whenever he opens up like that to spit out more of those little ones, you can pretty much attack his body or his face or anywhere, but, it's just annoying. I wish you could kind of fire at him whenever he's on the move like that, but... Okay, there we go. See, it does a little bit of damage each time, so we're slowly chipping away at his health. I feel like we've been doing this for about 20 minutes now. It's just so boring, isn't it? Or maybe it just feels like it's been that long. Where's the little ones? Okay. Okay, that worked out a little bit better, didn't it? I felt like I could fire off a little more at him. Okay. I noticed shooting at his leg seems to be a little bit of a better tactic than aiming for his mouth. I feel like you're able to run away to safety a little faster. Oops, darn it. Ah, man. Man, that sucks. I hope that didn't just completely mess me up. It might have. I hope not. See, that's what you get when you lag. I was just trying to speed up the process of him slowing down. My impatience got the better of me. I'm definitely not known for my patience. Hi. I'm gonna see who you are in a second, because I'm about to die. So, one moment. Okay, hello. I've been doing this part of the stream for about 20 minutes, I swear.
That is the reason I will never do a hardcore character in Diablo, LOL.
Okay. And now we go over here. I was hoping that he would run over his offspring there too, but unfortunately that didn't work. Man, there's a lot of little ones this time. Oh no, come on. Oh man. We were so close too. I'm getting so bored of this fight. Okay, alright. Let's see if we can get it. I'm just so tired of this, guys. If you guys ever get bored, I will say F it. I don't even care at this point. Even though we're so close to finishing this level out, I'm just getting so bored of this fight. It really shouldn't be that hard. I mean, for one thing, it's a children's game. For another thing, it's literally just a wash, rinse, repeat of the same motions. But the little spiders make it darn near impossible to come out unscathed. And that one little one that attacked me about 3 times in a row was, I think, my downfall last time. It's just irritating, I think. I don't mean to sound so frustrated, it's just, I'm just so done with this fight. And it looks like, by the way, that I didn't collect all the gems whenever I got that one just there, so I obviously...
Children's game doesn't mean Jack. Ever try doing post-game content of a Mega Man Battle Network game?
No, I haven't, but I'm sure that's hard. Mega Man seems pretty tough in general, actually. Okay. So we're just going around, taking out these little turtle spider thingies. They do at least look more like turtles in the reignited version than they did in the original version. They kind of look like ticks, though, from afar, the little ones. Okay, alright, dang it. I didn't mean to run right into those little ones. It's kind of just hard, though, trying to get out of there. Ah, man. See, it's so hard to really aim for the big one whenever you're trying to watch out for the little ones, too. It's just annoying. And I keep on getting hurt. But seriously.
Mega Man Battle Network was slightly aimed more at kids, but holy shit was post-game content hard unless you spent hours farming for specific.
I hate farming in games. It's just so tedious. I feel like it takes the fun out of games, at least for me. Which is part of the reason why I get bored with MMO titles. It tends to be a lot of the same content over and over and over. And that's just not fun in my opinion, so... Okay. I got in quite a few hits on that guy at least. Yeah, I think if anything I'll go through that one through a non-commentated playthrough or something. I usually do that with games anyway, just to make sure if it's something I would actually want to spend my hard-earned money on. Especially since I'm broke. So every game I get better be darn good. And I accidentally ran into that stupid small spider. Because usually my luck is normally terrible whenever I just blindly buy a game. I'm like, oh, this game will be good. And then I end up completely regretting spending the like $30 on it. I think the game that was most of a waste of my money, and it was quite expensive, was Jump Force. I bought that shortly after that came out, and that was a good $70-something. And that was honestly just one of the worst games that I've ever played in a long time. Which sucks, because, you know, anime. And a lot of people like anime. But it was just so poorly executed of a game. Like, if a character was supposed to be levitating in a cutscene or something, which you would think was something that was polished, they would just move the character up the axis. So he wouldn't have an animation or something like that. He would just look like he was being dragged with a computer mouse up there, and it was embarrassingly bad. Now, I could understand doing something like that if you're a hobbyist game creator and you don't really know.
Sounds lazy.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a Dragon Ball Z character, and I'm not as familiar with the franchise, so I don't know the character's name. It was... man. It was the one with the tail who's kind of purplish, kind of like... looks like Mewtwo, but humanoid. Do you know who I'm talking about? It's been a long time since I've seen any Dragon Ball Z, but it was that character. And they just dragged him up, what is it, the X or the Y axis? Whatever one it was. No, it wasn't the cat, it was... I don't know, he has a tail and he's kind of white and faintly purple. I don't really know how to explain him. And he's bald on his head. He kind of looks like the Chimera Ant King from Hunter x Hunter, if any of you are familiar with that. I don't pronounce his name, well, I don't say his name, even though I love him, because I can't really pronounce it very well. And I love him, so I don't want to...
I haven't paid attention to any Dragon Ball stuff since I was 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well... he looks like that anyway. I don't really know how to describe it, but it was just the worst. And they also have this ride on for your player character where you can ride on one of the frogs from Naruto. And the frog doesn't even hop. He just kind of scoots along. His legs aren't animated at all.
I know who you're talking about. I just don't remember his name.
Yeah. I want to say Vegeta, but I don't know if that's right. But yeah, so it heavily lacked with the animations and just everything. And the choice of characters that you could play as was pretty bare bones in my opinion. A lot of the anime I didn't even really know very well. I mean, I was familiar with it, but I wasn't even a fan, so oops. Man, I'm stinking at this. So it was just kind of pointless. Ah, God. Man, I suck. Seriously, guys, if you get bored, just let me know, because this is about to be... it's just painful at this point for me to try and do this challenge. Oh, you can hit him once he stops. Maybe that's a good point to try and hit him. I thought he kind of had an invincibility frame after he stopped spitting them, but maybe not. I'm trying to talk just to keep it somewhat interesting.
I just double-checked and I have 131 games in my Steam library with only a few of them actually being finished or miss LOL.
Oh, wow. I haven't bought anything, on Steam in a long time. I don't even remember the last thing I bought on there. I know the last game I played on there was Hive Swap, which...
streaming as an excuse to actually finish some of them.
Oh, I see. I don't really like PC gaming as much. I might enjoy it better if I bought a controller specifically for my computer, but my computer is just the kind of basic HP laptop. It's not one of those high-spec computers like all the tech geeks have and everything like that. So, I don't really bother with it as much. I've always been more of a console gamer. To be fair, I didn't really own a computer until I was 15 years old. So, by that point in my life, I got...
Some games are better with the controller and others are a pain in the ass. Diablo as an example, I would never play WI.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it depends. I don't really like doing the whole WASD or whatever it is to control the movement and stuff like that. I don't know, I'm a little used to it, but I'm more used to how you move on Second Life, which is the arrow keys. So, yeah. Which you can move in the normal, like, PC game way with Second Life if you want, man. But, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm glad this isn't taking my lives. I would have lost a lot of them. How far are we along in this level? I'm gonna check. Is there a guidebook for this? Oh my goodness, God, 48%. So, I don't know if there's any more boss fights after this.
Controllers are great when your character doesn't fly. In FF14 the main reason I couldn't use controller is cause flying was driving me nuts.
Oh, I see. I don't think it's that awkward, but to be fair, I've played more on the PlayStation 4 than I have with PC. I did used to own it on PC, but I lost my login information or something. I just don't know what happened to it, so I had to create it from scratch again. I used to predominantly play on the European server because I had a friend from Germany there, and I would usually play with him, and then I just got comfortable playing on the European server a lot, and it was pretty fun. I had this Ellison character. It was a Mal Ellison, and he was in a guild that was mostly comprised of Lalafell characters, and he was a black mage, but because I was such a scaredy cat when it came to playing my role, this big tall Ellison was just...
Perverts?
Perverts. They weren't bad, but yeah, so this big Ellison, black mage, would just cower behind these little Lalafell warriors, and it was kind of funny. I tried to find them whenever I played on the PlayStation 4 again, but I couldn't find them. I don't remember what their guild was called. I tried to find it, but I couldn't. But yeah, I was basically the only character that wasn't an Ellison, but they weren't really like your stereotypical Ellison players. So that was nice. One of them ended up meeting me, of course, when I was fishing. I was at some pier. It was in front of the Sastasha dungeon. It was that area. And that's where I met the leader. She waved to me, and you know how I just have to talk to absolutely everyone who comes in my proximity in that game. So we struck up a conversation. That's how I, ended up becoming a part of that guild. That was a long time ago. I've pretty much been playing that game on and off since it came out. My friend in Germany actually acquired a second beta testing key, and he was trying to get me to be able to use that key, but at that time, my computer would, it did not work. It would randomly shut down, and I had to deal with that, plus the fact that I had HughesNet satellite internet. So needless to say, that was not going to happen, and I couldn't really play until I hooked up with ATT Uverse, as well as got a different computer. And then I lost my key and everything like that, and I didn't want to pay the subscription, so I didn't play for another few years until I got the game with my PlayStation 4. Man, this boss battle takes a long time. I'm sorry. We've been going at this for a really long time, and I apologize for that. Next time, maybe I will just skip the Sparks world altogether. What do you guys think? Excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little bit, I guess. Because you guys are not getting any new...
I prefer PC over console mainly because I can play on my laptop or desktop and take my laptop to the in-laws, lol.
Yeah, that's true. I've only got a laptop. I've wanted a desktop, but it's just... It seems like every time I get a new computer, I just go ahead and buy the laptop. But to be fair, I got rid of my original computer chair, and I haven't replaced it, and it's been 2 years. It was too big for me. It's designed for tall people, and anyone who knows me knows I'm clearly not tall at all. So, yeah. We brought the chair to my workplace, and it's still there. Because there was a lot of tall people at this one sit-down job, and they were always complaining about the crappy chairs made for small people.
A desktop is going to be far more powerful and last longer than a laptop for the same price, especially if you build it.
I don't know if I would have the patience to build my own laptop. I know it's basically like ordering all the components and then, just not really needing to do anything but put them together. Oh man, I was just shooting the little ones that time. We've almost got the boss chipped away, finally. I just need to hang out and hang on until we can finally defeat this boss. Okay, so as you can see, he's on his last leg.
Isn't hard anymore.
Oh, is it not? I'm sure it's gotten easier. It's pretty expensive though, isn't it? It's like...
just snaps into place.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I know typically it'll run you about $2 grand. Oh, finally!
It's not to solder stuff anymore.
Tootie. And thank the Lord I got a trophy. I see. That's not too bad. Oh, thank God. That took forever, guys. We were doing that for like 40 minutes. I apologize. So...
And you saw the images of mine. You did it.
Oh, it's probably been a while since I've seen the images. Thank you, guys, and I appreciate your patience. I'm gonna see if, I'm gonna see where these other gems are, because as you can see, Spider Town is 98% complete now, and we're missing 5 gems, which the gems are huge, so... Ooh, they're right there. Okay. So I need to figure out a way to plow this down. I need to find out where the switch is, though, which maybe we just pressed it, actually. Let's see. I've had my fill of these spiders, though, after so long. I'm just ready to leave. Oh my goodness. Thank you for bearing with me, everyone, through that. That was just the worst. I hope my blathering made it a little more tolerable to go through. But, since we have captured the egg successfully and gotten all the gems, I'm gonna get the heck out of Dodge, because that was just painful. Oh my gosh, that was painful. It really shouldn't have been as time consuming as it was. I told you I'm complete garbage at these. So I appreciate you bearing with me through all of that. Oh boy. I feel like I need to celebrate somehow after that. That was just insane.
I think I spent roughly 16K on my desktop and it was damn near close to max spec. I just couldn't justify spending another 3 for the next.
I see. Yeah, I really wouldn't want to have to spend a whole lot for a pretty good quality desktop. I think the most I would do is 2,000, which is how much my sister's ex-husband
I struggle a
paid.
lot on my streams to the point that I almost forget I'm streaming.
Oh no, it's easy to do though, isn't it? Whenever you're so focused on completing a challenge or something. It makes it rewarding whenever you finally get it though. I see I lost a couple viewers whenever I was struggling with all that. My dryer stopped, but I'm just gonna get that after I do a little bit more because I've only got about half an hour before I'm gonna go and get some lunch and all that. I will be streaming again later, though, whenever I finish all that stuff, but like I said, we've got about half an hour, so we're gonna go ahead and head to Frozen Altars.
I do a lot of PvP, so I focus
Spyro.
hard when something
On behalf
happens.
of the Ice Fairies, I want to grant you a special power for as long as you stay in our world.
Alright, so as you can infer, rather, she granted us with the power of Ice Breath while we're here at Frozen Altars. And it's kind of a shame that we didn't get to see Spyro looking completely different with a different skin during this level, but it's alright.
Some bearer sold us a laser defense system to protect us from Rhinox, but with these flippers, I can't even turn it on. You'd have no trouble using it though. Just walk inside. When you're done, press the action button and you'll walk back out.
He has a weird voice, but to be honest, his voice is a lot less creepy in this version than it was in the original. He sounded like a real sleazeball, honestly, in the original. I was about to say, I was trying to see if I could pop that guy. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack them normally. That's gonna be too time consuming. If I can get him, oh man. These pink kiwi bird fodders were actually my favorite. I don't really know what I think about their redesign a lot, as far as with the silly tufts of, well, I guess feathers on top of their head. They used to look a little more realistic, believe it or not, in the PS1 version. But, they're still kind of cute. They kind of, I don't know, they seem like surfer characters for some reason. Even though they're just kiwi birds. Oops, man. I'm gonna freeze him, and I'm gonna jump up here, because there's some gems and everything we can get up here. I think this is probably my favorite snow-themed level in all of Spyro. Oh man, I didn't mean to fall down there. I'm just gonna jump up there again. Because as you can see, there's an egg over there. I think I got all the gems around here, though. Yep, it looks like it. And this is Cecil. Let's see if I'm right on the name. Yep. Or Cecil. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I always say Cecil, though. Cecil just sounds kind of weird, in my opinion.
You just used that guy as a stool.
Yeah. There's a guy that you have to use as a stool completely in order to get some gems, which you'll see pretty soon. I don't mean to keep on freezing this poor guy, but I'm gonna see if there's any gems over here, which there are. And even though it looks like we might be able to get that egg from over here, we can't. As you can see, we slip off. There is another way to get it, though. But that's not until later in the level. And if you hear that weird cartoon sort of noise, it's just those weird penguin guys jumping up and down. Oh, hi, Chaos.
Do the penguins still sound like Barry White?
No, I don't think so.
Stomping around, building ice walls, and generally causing trouble.
They still sound kind of creepy. I thought they sounded like real creepy sleazeballs in the original, but they sound a little less odd in this version. Alright, so how are you doing today, by the way? And everyone in general, are you guys doing alright?
They sounded like smooth talkers in the original LOL.
Smooth talkers? I guess kind of.
The snowman put himself in a loop. Too damn hot.
It would be easy to get up to that treasure if you had something to stand on.
And it took me so long to figure out what to do in the original, but literally, you just use him as a stool. I don't know why that was so hard for me to figure out in the original.
I don't know why, but I feel really cold.
I think their hairdo is kind of interesting. Did they even really have hair in the original? I don't remember.
I'm still battling my sinuses.
Oh man. Yeah, my allergies been driving me crazy too. Oh man, God, these guys are just crazy. He looks more like a marshmallow stack than he does a snowman, don't you guys think so? Okay, I think there's some ice over here that you need to break, but I guess not. I think I'm thinking of a different area. Now, there is a Bentley challenge over here, but I always had the darndest time trying to beat the challenge. It's a boxing challenge, and I suck at it, so for the moment, I'm just gonna bypass it.
Today, then think of what to stream on Wednesday.
I hope you figure out a good game to stream. I'm sure you will, though. I like to mostly just stream whatever I'm in the mood for. That way it seems less like a chore, because sometimes you just get so bored of certain games after a while. Though sometimes starting one gives you a bit of a goal. Alright, so this is where we go to get this egg, right here. This egg also used to be a hard one for me to find. That's one genre I don't usually play.
I always recommend Lust for Darkness for a game to stream.
Was that one that, you guys were talking about whenever I was kind of asking what it was, and it was something weird?
I'm sure it doesn't break Twitch TOS LOL.
Oh, it is. Okay, you're being a joker.
LOL.
I need to look up a list of banned games by Twitch. I know they've got some weird ones on there. I've heard they're kind of particular about what you can stream and what you can and everything.
If you're under 1.8, don't Google that game.
I don't think I want to, and I am 10 years older than that. Oh wait, why did I go in there? I don't think I need to. Okay. My brain is just a massive fart cloud, to be honest with you.
Can't stop me.
Thanks for helping out, Spyro. Why don't you take this? The Rhinox were trying to fry it with a laser, but you stopped them just in time.
I like their little coats. They kind of look like they're going to the disco a little bit. I don't know why. And, as you can hear, it still has the glitch where you hear his footsteps non-stop. You hear that? I like how that transferred all the way from the original games.
Say, Spyro, you're a sports fan, aren't you? As you probably know, Frozen Altars is the birthplace of the great sport of cat hockey. Today's match is sold out, of course, but I just happen to have a spare ticket that I'll sell you for, say, a teensy-weensy markup. Head on in, Spyro. It should be a thrilling match. In fact, I've even placed a little wager on the Rhinox team. Let's just hope the local team doesn't have any last-minute accidents.
And it's still going. Wow.
Hate to spoil the game for you, Spyro, but I've already bribed the local team to forfeit to the Rhinox.
I don't think that sound is ever gonna stop either. Maybe whenever we leave this challenge, though.
I challenged a Rhinox to a traditional game of cat hockey, but I think I sprained my flipper while training. Would you mind taking my place? Great. Freeze the cats and push them into my goal to score.
I always really like the cat hockey. I like cats in general, though. Oh wow, I've got 3 of them. Let's see if I can push them all in the goal. That'd be pretty sweet. They do thaw out a little fast, though. Okay, that's 2 of them. I don't know where that 3rd one went that we had earlier. Okay, he looks like he's gonna
There
go
is
right
also
in
the
there.
sequel Lust from Beyond LOL.
Oh, I see. I usually don't freeze that guy. I'm just doing it to be a jerk. Let me see. Man. I love how these are little pink bubblegum kitties. That's cute. Wow.
Well done. I think you deserve to keep the Champions Cup.
That challenge is usually a lot more difficult, to be honest.
You gave that Rhinox such a drubbing. He's retired from the sport for good.
I did get pretty lucky, though, and get all those 3 cats right near my goal towards the beginning. And I always loved looking up here and seeing all the cats whirling around up there. That's pretty cute. I kind of hate, though, that your kitties that you get in your goal aren't still here messing with the scratching post, though. I used to like just checking them out and stuff. Oh, I guess I got all the gems. I feel like it didn't warn me about that, though. And that sound is still happening. Wow. But, I am pretty terrible at the boxing. I guess I can take a crack at it right quick. But if I can't get it, I'm not gonna worry about it. You can even hear the sound over here a little bit, too. Wow, that's pretty loud.
Spyro, I have just received word from my little brother. He appears to be having some trouble with a Yeti.
That dumb Yeti took my ball. I told him to give it back or you'd kick his lousy butt, but he wouldn't listen. I knew you'd do it. Go and show him not to mess with us. Remember to block his high punches and hit
I
him low when
actually
he tries
don't
to
like
block.
Bentley's new design.
You don't? I like it pretty much. I really like his club the best, though. I think that's my favorite part about his redesign. I wasn't even paying attention to what it said for the controls, so this is gonna be fun. I'm just kind of going at it, I guess. That's pretty much how I approach everything in video games. I just Leroy Jenkins it. I've never really been the type to block anything, though. Well, we got him.
You really showed him. Hey, wait a minute. This isn't my ball.
Wow, that baby dragon's as big as Bartholomew.
You should go back and kick his butt again. Make him give me my ball back.
Okay, I'm gonna see if it tells me the instructions this time, but it probably won't.
This time, it'll be a 3-round match. And when you win, don't let him send you off with a stupid
Leroy
egg.
Jenkins.
Yeah, it didn't tell me the instructions. Again, I really should have paid better attention, but we're just gonna kind of go at it. I'm assuming... Okay, maybe triangle is how you block. Like I said, I pretty much never block. I always choose the wrong time to block anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Man, he's wailing on us, though. See, but it doesn't matter anyway, though, because if he jabs low, he's gonna get you, so it don't really matter. Oops. I keep on accidentally, like, hitting the block button, but obviously he took that round.
You're doing great.
Well, as long as Bartholomew thinks we're doing fine, I guess that's all that matters. Kinda sucks that we have to go in with our diminished health, though, but It's part of the challenge, I guess. Oops. I do a lot better at the mini game boxing challenge in the original Ape Escape game, though. But that one sucks, too. At least this one's a little easier than that one. He's gonna totally lay us flat here. Yep.
You lost? Ah, some brother you are. I'm never gonna see my ball again, am I?
Man, he's such a brat.
This time, it'll be a 3-round match.
Okay, we're gonna skip that since we already heard that dialogue. And I don't know if I skipped the instructions again. So if I did, that was my bad. It probably didn't show them again, though.
It's a bowl, just buy it again.
Maybe it was a special one that he got from a beloved friend or something. That's what I'm gonna guess. See, he just wails me in the gut whenever I guard my face, so it don't really matter. Sheesh. We're about neck and neck, though. Okay, okay. It seemed like it replenished our health a little bit there, though. Not like it matters, though, because he was just beating the stuffing out of us. I'm just mashing buttons. You can probably hear it, though. Oh, I guess you can guard your stomach. Man. Ah, crud. Well, I'm gonna try maybe a couple times, and then I'm gonna have to end the stream. So, but I'm gonna pick up the stream again in a few hours after I end this one. Maybe I'll try the challenge again when I get back to, if I don't beat it before I end the stream. You guys can really see my impatience shine through here. I'm just wailing on him even if he's guarding. Oh, okay, so that's how you punch out his head. I guess with the square button there. Though it seems like he'll punch out his head too if you hit the O button. I'd say looks like I won that round. That's a lot of rounds though. But I guess if we get him in this one, we should have it. Keep on, okay. I always forget the punch low button. Kinda just indiscriminately wailing on him. I don't mean to be so quiet, I'm just trying to focus on his health bar and things like that. Seems like we've got the upper hand, and we laid him flat. Cool.
Hey, this isn't my ball. It's just another stupid egg.
Well, I'm glad that we got the egg. That was pretty cool. Yeah, so I guess that boxing challenge wasn't really as bad as I remembered it was. And it's kind of hilarious that the glitch with that penguin's footsteps is still evident. Wow. Well, I think that since we completed Frozen Altars, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to cut the stream short. Whenever I pick up streaming again in a couple hours, we're gonna be heading over here and we're gonna be taking care of Fireworks Factory. And hopefully we will also be able to complete the other worlds in Evening Lake as well. But thanks again for watching and hanging out, and I hope that you all had a fun time. I'll see you again later in a couple hours. For now, take care and have a good day. Bye guys!